So, good evening, and today's class is going to be based on pages 71, no? And of course the explanation on page 142 and even the exercise on page 143. And we're going to talk about the present perfect. Now our first exercise is a grammar exercise and it looks like this, no? Tiene ese aspecto, no? So it's grammar, present perfect plus for and since. Now, nosotros ya sabemos, ¿no? Conocemos, dominamos incluso el presente perfecto y ahora vamos a introducir dos palabras claves para el presente perfecto que son for y since. Now it says letter A. Look at this extract from the first interview in exercise number 2, no? And answer the questions. How long have you had this phobia? Oh, I've had it for about 40 years, since I was 12 years old. So let's look at the first question. Question number 1. When did she begin to be afraid of bats? Well, 40 years ago, when she was 12 years old, ¿no? Hace 40 años, ¿no? O cuando tenía 12 años. Is she afraid of bats now? Yes, she is. ¿No? Si lo lleva teniendo desde hace 40 años o desde que tenía 12 años, pues es muy probable que todavía tenga ese miedo, ¿no? Question number 3. What tense do we use to talk about something that started in the past and is still true now? Well, it's the present perfect, ¿no? Es uno de los usos principales del presente perfecto, ¿no? Para una acción o una situación, ¿no? Empezada en el pasado, pero que sigue en el presente, ¿no? ¿Recordamos? Bien. Now, complete the rule with for or since. Well, we use for with a period of time, ¿no? Un periodo de tiempo, and we use since with a point in time, ¿no? Un punto específico en el tiempo, ¿no? Porque normalmente, bueno, o muy frecuentemente, cuando queremos expresar esa idea de la acción o la situación empezada en el pasado que sigue en el presente, pues la referencia al tiempo que usamos suele ir acompañado o de for o de since, ¿no? For example, I've lived in Burgos for 15 years. Where do I live now? In Burgos, ¿no? Or I've been living in Burgos since 2005. Where do I live now? In Burgos, ¿no? So si llevo 15 años viviendo en Burgos o vivo en Burgos desde hace 15 años, ¿dónde vivo ahora? Pues en Burgos, ¿no? So let's have a look at exercise B, page 142, our grammar bank. It says learn more about the present perfect plus for and since and practice it. Are you ready? So here we go. Can you see? 9b in the middle of the page. Present perfect plus for or since. Now let's have a look at the examples. So A says, where do you live now? And B says, in Manchester. And A asks, how long have you lived there? And B says, I've lived there for 20 years. Okay, let's look at the next conversation. A says, where do you work? B says, in a primary school. A asks, how long have you worked there? And B says, I've worked there since 2005. Now, can you see? We've got, let's mark it, very interesting information here. Now, can you see the question? We've got, how long have you lived there? And how long have you worked there? Now, so let's have a look at our explanation. So it says we use the present perfect plus for or since to talk about actions and states which started in the past and are still true now, ¿no? Acciones o estados o situaciones, ¿no? Que empezaron en el pasado y siguen en el presente. I've lived in Manchester for 20 years. Well, that means I came to live in Manchester 20 years ago and I live in Manchester now. Don't use the present simple with this type of sentence. That's going to be very important. Don't use the present simple, no? So you cannot say, I live in Manchester for 20 years. That's incorrect. And very important, we very often use how long to ask questions about the duration of an action or a state. No, ¿cuánto tiempo, no? ¿Cuánto tiempo llevas viviendo en Burgos? How long have you lived in Burgos? ¿No? How long have you studied English? ¿Cuánto tiempo llevas estudiando inglés? ¿No? Very good. And then let's have a look at for and since, ¿no? It says use for plus a period of time, más un periodo de tiempo. For example, for 2 weeks, for 10 years, for a long time, etc. I've had this car for 3 months, ¿no? 3 meses es un periodo de tiempo. For 3 months. We use since with the beginning of a period of time. Since 1980, since last June. I've been afraid of spiders since I was a child. ¿No? Es como el punto específico, el momento en que empiece ese periodo de tiempo. Now, let's have a look at some more explanations. Are you ready? Just in case there's any doubt. So when we talk about unfinished actions, ¿no? Acciones sin terminar, o sea que los que empiezan en el pasado y siguen en el presente. Vamos a ver. We use this tense when we want to talk about unfinished actions or states or habits even that started in the past and continue in the present. No, this is the key, no? They started in the past and they continued in the present. We often use how long to ask questions and we need since or for. We often use stative verbs, ¿no? Verbos de estado. Mira, I've known Karen since 1994. Pues eso qué significa? I still know her now, ¿no? Que todavía la conozco. She's lived in London for 3 years. No? What does that mean? Well, she lives in London now. I've worked here for 6 months. I work here now. ¿No? So aquí tenemos presente perfecto más el since o el for, ¿no? Para expresar una cosa que empieza en el pasado pero que sigue en el presente, que se llama la acción o la situación no acabada, ¿vale? Now let's talk about since and for. We use since plus a specific point in the past. For example, 2004, April the 23rd, last year, ¿no? The fixed time can be another action which is in the past simple. No, esto es un poco más complicado. Mira, since I was at school, pues mira, el punto específico es desde que estuve en el colegio. Pero claro, I was at school es past simple, ¿no? O since I arrived, pues I arrived es past simple porque es desde que llegué. ¿Vale? So far so good? Vamos a ver unos ejemplos. Mira, I've known Sam since 1992. I've liked chocolate since I was a child, ¿no? So vamos a mirar esta frase porque este es uno de los ejemplos de la oración, ¿no? So aquí tengo, el presente perfecto, I've liked chocolate, y aquí tengo el pasado simple, ¿no? Since I was a child, ¿no? So el presente perfecto, ¿no? Me ha gustado el chocolate, ¿no? Desde la infancia o desde que fui una niña, ¿no? She's been here since 2 p.m. Now we use for plus a period of time. Let's have a look. For example, 2 hours, 3 years, 6 months, ¿no? I've known Julie for 10 years. I've been hungry for hours, ¿no? Desde hace horas, desde hace 10 años. She's had a cold for a week, ¿no? Desde hace una semana, ¿no? So here we have some exercises on page 142 and they look like this, ¿no? So aquí tengo los ejercicios que son así, ¿no? Now, I'm going to say pause the video, ¿vale? Dale a la pausa, rellenáis los huecos porque ahora vamos a corregir, ¿vale? Bien. So, ¿ya estáis? ¿Los habéis hecho? Pues letter A, number 1. How long have you been frightened of clowns? Podéis repetir, ¿eh? How long have you been frightened of clowns? Number 2. How long has your sister had her car? Number 3. How long have you lived here? Number 4. How long has your dad been a teacher? Number 5. How long have you known your boyfriend? Number 6. How long has Britain been in the EU? Number 7. How long have you had your cat? And number 8. How long has he worked for the same company? Oh, excuse me, there's a mistake here. How long has he worked? Perdonad, worked, con ed. Claro que sí, perdonad, con ed. Now, what about letter B? Now the same. Escuchamos y repetimos, ¿no? Aprovechamos siempre la oportunidad de repetir, ¿no? Number 1. I've been frightened of clowns since I was a child. Number 2. She's had her car for 3 years. Number 3, I've lived here for a long time. Number 4, he's been a teacher since 1990. Number 5, I've known my boyfriend since May. Number 6, Britain has been in the EU since 1973. Number 7, we've had our cat for about 2 years. And number 8, he's worked for the same company since 2008. Okay, so thanks for listening, and I will send you some more exercises to practice. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.